Welcome back to A&M Reviews, everybody. It's Mohammed and Adrian. We're here to review the movie Bloodshot. What did you get from Bloodshot?
I was glad there was a twist because I thought it was being very predictable, and that was on purpose. So overall, I was, it was a good film. It's a Valiant Comics film, so not DC or Marvel. So it's definitely a different style. It only feels like a comic book film, maybe for 6 or 7 minutes total, which I like. It didn't feel like they were trying to copy anything for the most part, but it has a couple of different themes in it. It has the revenge theme, ex-military, now he's going on his own, but with a twist. He's Bionic Man, pretty much, the $1,000 man being put back together to being brought back to life. And as the story goes on, it brings about more questions that I'm glad they didn't answer. So I think that it made the film a little better that they didn't clarify a lot of things. So like you said, you disagree with that? I think it made it better, but I mean, because your whole synopsis in the beginning of what happened, we don't know if that's real or not. It's like Inception. Did that ever happen? We don't know.
This movie is not that smart, but I can see what you're talking about. Them leaving some questions out there, but that's mainly for the beginning part. But once you get further along in the movie, there's more and more questions that are left unanswered.
Yes, there are more questions. I feel like if they tried to answer them, it wouldn't have been as good of a movie.
I did enjoy it. I enjoyed some of the action, mainly the part in the middle where, it's got everything in a red background. That was shot very well. But I enjoyed it for most of it, but there's a lot of things that are just unanswered. I mean, you almost know nothing about this guy.
You're right. You don't know anything. So they obviously were like, we have Vin Diesel. He just needs to punch stuff and walk in front of explosions. And that's what we'll do. The story doesn't quite matter as much as the explosions.
Well, I mean, it was just him just grunting and just looking around, just staring. That's all he did. He's like, I will find you and I will kill you. Like, he was almost like a Frankenstein.
He was Frankenstein. I mean, it's all the movie tropes. I mean, he has no personality in the whole thing. He seems like every angry drive-off that he's ever done in the Fast and Furious franchise was his entire movie motivation for this film.
Let's go ahead and rate Bloodshot. So, the lowest rating is trash, middle is background noise, and the highest is a banger. So how would you rate the film Bloodshot?
This is low background noise. Low background noise. Turn it down because it gets loud randomly. You can do something else while watching this film.
Oh yeah, and you won't miss a thing.
No.
Because the movie doesn't know what it wants. But I'm going to have to agree, low background noise. I think at first glance it looks pretty good, but as it goes further along, you get more questions and it doesn't resolve itself in the end. Vin Diesel is only acting in one way. That's furious and on a revenge tour. Anything else about Bloodshot?
No, I would say if you're bored, give it a watch.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch. I mean, it's nowhere near the worst in the world, but I mean, if you're looking for something compelling, this is not it.